Merry Christmas to you, or Merry Christmas to all my subscribers. Merry Christmas to you, people watching this video. I just wanted to drop this quick update before the Christmas, before the Xmas celebration, because I will not be available. I won't be dropping any videos till on the think 27 or 28 before I drop another video. So I just want to have this time to relax myself, enjoy myself, and all of that. But the thing I'm wanting to share with you guys is that I know the crypto market has not really been pumping. We have seen the pump as expected, but precious metals like gold and silver, even the stock market, are still at their all-time highs. You can see that gold now is currently at $4,400, and silver is already at $87. In relative to Bitcoin, gold and silver has been breaking highs, but Bitcoin is still at its lower level. So the question today is should you jump over from the crypto or from Bitcoin over to the precious metals, gold and silver, or is a gold or silver actually a right investment right now? So that's what we are going to be looking at in today's video. So I'm going to be doing my analysis on Bitcoin and also gold and silver to tell you which is the better investment option right now and which you should be dipping into. So before I continue with the chart, do well to hit that like and subscribe button, and also turn on the notification bell so that anytime I drop another crypto update, you will be the first to get notified. Now guys, looking at Bitcoin right now, you can see that we are still currently hovering around $86,000. I said on my previous video that when we wanted to break these highs, price was around this place. We saw an impulsive move toward the upside where price reached as high as $90,000. So I said that if we could have maybe a candlestick close around this level, that maybe we could see a parabolic move towards the upside. But I further on said that if we actually have a rejection, maybe candlestick creating a wick around this trend line right here, that we could possibly see a further downside to Bitcoin, and that's what we are seeing right now. We created this pin back candlestick around here. Subsequently, the next day we created this bearish engulfing candle engulfing these two previous day candlestick, and right now we are currently heading towards the downside. Our price is at 86,800. There's a possibility that we could see maybe a sharp recovery towards the upside, but I doubt that. But I think maybe we might actually head down lower, reaching up to these levels at 81, even $80,000 before we actually move our way toward the upside. Because if I also switch over to the weekly time frame, we see that the weekly time frame is currently oversold at the moment. Bitcoin is currently down. So pulling up the stochastic carousel, as you can see that we are currently flat right now on the stochastic carousel, and there is a possibility that we might see a reversal very soon, and this is the best possible time to actually dollar cost into Bitcoin, dollar cost into your favorite altcoin, because when we see the recovery very soon, the recovery is going to be extremely massive. Now moving over to the daily time frame, my take right now that is we might actually see a bounce on this level, but we want to see price break below this level. That will mean a continuation to the downside, and if I zoom out, the next possible target for us would be these areas at around $67,000. Let me mark out these areas. It will be around $69,000 to see if we eventually break below this level. So what we want to see now for Bitcoin is for price to hold the support level right here if you eventually want to come down, but maybe towards the year ending, because we're actually approaching the year ending, we might see a capitulation, a final capitulation, where price give us that extremely fast crash to the downside, or we might just slowly bleed down. We might just slowly bleed down, then over around this place for a little bit, exhausting the traders, creating confusion on the market before a rip towards the upside. I think that's what we are going to have. So we just want Bitcoin to hold this level, this crucial support level. The bulls could defend this level, then we might see another pump towards the upside. So let me quickly head over to the gold chart right now. Gold has been breaking highs where Bitcoin has been eventually dumping. I think investors right now are actually seeing gold as the best option, the best investment vehicle, and the best alternative to Bitcoin, since Bitcoin has not yet started its rally. I think most investors are actually still holding up their savings on gold, and there are not much profit taking on the precious metals like gold and silver. That's why we have not actually seen a pump on Bitcoin. Now, as you can see on the daily, where Bitcoin, gold, I mean, just created a higher highs, breaking above this resistance we had on the daily. As you can see that this was actually a big impulsive move. Then I think maybe the gold could go just higher, a little bit more, if maybe we start seeing a pump on Bitcoin, a rise on Bitcoin, then we must start actually seeing a deviation on gold, maybe deviating back down, because this is actually kind of bullish for gold. Because if you want to mark out a reversal, maybe the price has been overbought and price has been breaking highs. One of the ways to mark out a reversal is when price creates a lower low and we see price eventually deviating back down. Then that would we will say that maybe the top is in. But gold right now just printed a higher high, breaking above the previous high, and currently now, as you've seen, price is at $4,400 on gold. So gold might still have another upside. But second, let's quickly switch over to the weekly time frame. Let's see what gold is actually doing on the weekly time frame. Right now, if we see that gold has been extremely bullish, right from the 23rd of January. Consider gold has been moving up on the straight line on the weekly time frame. When it seems as if we want to make a reversal, we break towards the upside. Gold has just been creating bull flags, then a break towards the upside, and that is extremely massive for gold. And I think that's why most investors are actually living up their savings on gold, because they think gold is a better option actually in relative to Bitcoin. But I don't think gold is actually a better investment vehicle in relative to Bitcoin, because if you look at the lifespan of gold and Bitcoin since the inception of Bitcoin is just more than 15 years, and we can see the price of Bitcoin right now, the market cap, although the technology is still new, but gold has been since existence during the 90s, and people have been trading gold even since the first launch of the gold ETF. But the price has not been more than $4,000. So in relative to Bitcoin is actually moving higher and faster in relative to gold. Looking at the weekly time frame now, we are still seeing that we just made a huge candlestick break on the weekly time frame on gold. And if you look at the stochastic RSI, we are actually wanting to flip back up on the stochastic RSI, and I think that gold might go a little bit more higher, while the stochastic RSI goes over to the overbought region around the 80 level before we actually see a pullback. And what I'm actually looking at for the stochastic RSI and even the RSI is that if you look at the RSI right now, we are currently at the overbought region right now. We are making a double top on the RSI, which indicates that gold is actually at its all-time high right now, and gold is not actually a good time. It is not actually a good time to buy gold, because you might be used as an liquidity. Because I think what investors are trying to do now is that they are trying to manipulate the market, while maybe people will kind of try to flip into gold, seeing that gold as a better option, as a better investment vehicle. Then they'll try to sell off on those people before taking their profit. So that's what I think is actually going to go on gold. Because looking at the weekly RSI, we could see that the RSI is currently over sold right now, and gold is at its all-time highs. Forgetting the price break, the price movement that we are seeing, I know it's currently bullish, but I think that this could mark the all-time high for gold before we actually see a pump on Bitcoin. And I think that before we actually see a pump on Bitcoin, there need to be profit taking on the precious metals like gold and silver before you actually see a pump on Bitcoin. Because right now, maybe if investors are maybe done with that kind of satisfied with their profit taking, with the profits they've made on these metals, then they will try to roll over those profits into crypto. And when we see something like that, we'll see a parabolic move for Bitcoin and altcoin. And I think next year 2026 is going to be a massive year for crypto, because we've not actually seen a pump, but we are definitely going to see a pump. So flip it down to the daily time frame now. What I'm actually seeing right now for gold right now is that we are actually kind of creating a bear candlestick formation, and I think we could see a little bit of movement towards the upside, then a deviation back down, which will mark the highs of gold. Maybe if we see maybe a pullback into these levels, not being to break above 4,300, then I think the top will be in for gold. then we will start seeing some profit taking rolling into the crypto market. So I think the high is in. If you want to seek for a better in investment option, although this is not financial advice, so I'm just telling you my analysis, what my opinion is, what I view about the market. If you want to make a better decision, a better investment option, you have to go for crypto, because crypto has not actually seen a pump yet, and going into crypto, that will give you a massive profit, massive gains for the upcoming off season 2026. So that's what I'm actually looking at. For gold right now, you might actually see a deviation back down, or price slowly move up towards the upside before we see a dump. So let's quickly take a look at silver at the moment. The ticker for silver is SAGUSD. SAGUSD. So let me use this under price action. Let me use the under price analysis. Now we are seeing that silver is just printing just as gold. You can see that the highs silver has been making. You can see that silver has just been moving up in a straight line all the way from this level at $30, $28, $29. We'll see a rally, and this is actually, if I can mark out the percentage move. If I mark out the percentage move, we will see that this is actually a huge percentage for silver, because majority of persons has actually made a lot of profit for gold and silver. This is actually almost 140% or 130% move towards the upside, and that is actually a massive gains for this type of market, the metals, the stocks market. But in relative to crypto, this is actually just a small push for the crypto market, because when we actually see alt season starts, this will be your daily gains on your altcoin. So this is not actually a huge price movement in relative to crypto. So we might see a top out for this silver and gold, because many of people are actually looking forward to ape into this precious metal, but I think that would be a very, very wrong investment decision. So for me, the best take right now will be on crypto, because if you actually bought lower on these precious metals, gold and silver, the best time now, the best thing to do now is to actually take a little bit of profit off this thing, maybe like 15% profit off, maybe slowly dollar cost into the crypto market, slowly dollar cost onto your favorite altcoin for the next possible push towards the upside for the crypto market. So that is it for this video, guys. So my take on this show right now is that, me personally, I'm not actually looking forward to buy gold or buy silver, no matter the price pump, no matter the price movement. So my aim right now is just to slowly scaling into the crypto market, slowly scaling into my altcoin, so for another potential move towards the upside. So that's it for this video, guys. If you like this sort of content, do make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and also turn on the notification icon, so that anytime I release a new crypto price update, you will be the first to get notified. Peace and happy Xmas.